Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Demetrious Johnson. Of course, he is the flyweight champion of the known world. Actually, a few universes as well. Big fight coming up at UFC 186 against Horiguchi. You know, is this a matchup that you were able to get excited for?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I had a 7-month layoff, and Kyoji Horiguchi, he's 4-0 in the UFC. He hasn't lost in a very long time. He's 15-1, so he has one of the longest winning streaks in the flyweight division next to me.
What do you think of his fighting style, though, and how he'll engage with you?
His fighting style is definitely different than I encountered in the past. I have fought guys before who use a lot of movement, a lot of range, and who cover distance very fast. So I try to go out there and make sure I minimize my mistakes and take it to them. Yeah,
how many mistakes do you think you make, though? Because usually when I watch your fights, I think it's pretty flawless, and people always comment on your technical ability and your technical soundness. So do you really feel like after you watch a fight that you make mistakes out there?
I don't recall that I make mistakes. I miss opportunities that I was able to capitalize on in every fight that I've done. And the mistakes that, you know, I've made in the past, I try to minimize those. So I might make maybe 15, 20, 30 mistakes in a fight. Who knows? But I always try to capitalize on the opportunities that present themselves.
And so when you say missed opportunities, and do you feel that that's missed opportunities for a finish, a submission, or something like that?
Possibly a finish, or the opportunity to lead up to a finish that will make the fight go a lot more in my favor.
Now, is it frustrating for you? A 7-month layoff is pretty long for a champion. You know, a lot of us like to see our champs more active. I would love to see champs fight 3 times a year. That's just me. But does that feel like a long time to you, or I guess not?
It's not. I mean, I think my last one between Joseph and Ali Bagotinov was 7 to 8 months. 8 months, I believe, and then right after that, I fought Chris Carriasso in September, so it was a quick turnaround. For me, it's all about how my body feels, and 7 months is pretty long, but you know, the UFC, that's where they saw fit, and then we're also waiting for the John Lineker and Ian McCall fight, I believe, as well. So I was waiting on to see who was going to be my next opponent to give me a fight date.
Do you feel that there's enough depth in your division? People certainly would like more challengers for you. You know, you kind of beaten everybody so far, obviously. Do you feel that there's enough people in there to keep you busy?
Absolutely. They got great competitors in the flyweight division. Granted, you know, they're not big names like Joseph and Dotson and John Moraga, but they're working their way up. I mean, everybody starts from the bottom. They're going to work their way up and earn their title shot and earn their right to fight for a championship belt.
And you're going to stay put in this division for a while then, in terms of weight, you're okay with it?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Weight's easy. You know, I don't even have a dietitian. I basically do all my own dieting, and me and Matt sit down and we talk about, hey, we've eaten today. I'm like, I've eaten this, and it's pretty, you know, straightforward.
It's pretty outrageous. You guys missed, we all had lunch together, and what you said you put down the other day, well, after the hospital, after your wife had the baby, it's amazing. Your metabolism is just insane.
Well, I'm still a young adult. I'm only 28 years old, and I work extremely hard. You know, I train. I make sure I get my water in, and the biggest challenge I have this time with the weight cutting is the media obligations. You know, a lot more media obligations that I've had in the past, and the traveling. You know, I flew here from Seattle, Washington. Now I'm flying out tomorrow morning to Montreal. That's 7 hours on the plane, just sitting there drinking water, and then when you fly, your body holds water. I mean, it retains. So much goes into that stuff, but people don't always think about that. Oh, he misses weight. Oh, you miss weight. It's like it's a lot of work, and then you got to be on a diet. So you don't have the energy to burn the calories. I mean, so much more goes into it, but I'm sure we'll get through it.
I'm sure you will as well. We were talking also about UFC 186. We know that this card has gone through some changes, and Michael Bisping was kind of joking, like, listen, if it gets great ratings, it's because I'm in the co-main, and if it gets crap ratings, it's because you're the main event. And you actually have a lot to say about the fact that as a professional athlete, people foist upon you also the responsibility of bringing in the numbers. How does that bother you? Why does that bother you?
It doesn't. I mean, it can bother me some days, and it doesn't bother me, just because, you know, my job is to go out there and fight. You know, this is going to be a sick card. You know, you got Kyoji Horiguchi taking on, we're fighting each other. I mean, this guy hasn't lost in a long time. He goes out there, he's 4-0 in the UFC. He's hasn't lost in I don't know how long, but a very long time. You got Michael Bisping taking on CB Dalloway. You have Joe Riggs taking on Patrick Cote. So there's some great fights in this card. And as for, you know, the numbers and all that stuff, I try not to look into that, because at the end of the day, I don't get a statement in the mail saying, hey, this is what UFC 178 did. Hey, this is what UFC 174 did. I don't get those. All I hear is, you know, rumors of what the numbers said. So until I get that slip in the mail saying, hey, this is what UFC 186 did, step it up, then I'll try to take it upon myself. But even then, I still don't know what I would do better.
But you're also a guy, you know, you're interesting, DJ, because you have the ability to smack talk, crap talk, you know what I mean? Like, you could definitely shred some people, but you choose to do it when the cameras are off. And whereas so many people, like our good friend Michael Bisping, choose to wait and hold it till the camera is on. So what's the basis for this philosophy of not being that guy that's outspoken and trash talking? Because for many fighters, that really works for them.
You know, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm still working on it. I'm like I said, I'm still young. I'm only 28 years old. Michael Bisping, his old ass, he's 30. No, he's not old. Excuse me. Michael Bisping, he's 36. You know, and it's something that I have to grow and become more mature about. And I think as time, my career evolves to whether I keep on winning or if I lose or whatever, I think you're gonna find. I gotta find that right happy medium. And don't worry. I mean, I have these talks all the time with my coaches and stuff to find that right. Just that right taste.
Okay, well, because you had a few things to say about Henry Cejudo. I know you love it. This is great. Is there anything you will commit to on camera about Henry Cejudo?
No, like I said over there, I said he's a great fighter. He made weight for the very first time. The very first time I've heard about him was a dude who couldn't make weight. That's the very first time. When people ask me about him, like, have you seen him fight? I was like, I've only seen him fight once. And that was it.
Yeah. But eventually, this is somebody that maybe would be a great fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Down the road, if he keeps on winning, keeps on making that weight, I'm pretty sure we'll see each other in the octagon, whether it's for the title or not for the title. But yeah, that's. I mean, I guess when people are like asking about Henry Cejudo, I guess they want me to have my jaw drop or whatever. But I was just like, that's how I heard about him. I looked on Legacy. I looked on him, you know, one of the websites, and like, he misses weight again. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I go down and I saw him miss weight, and I was like, what the f? And then that's how I heard about him. Then he's in the UFC. Then I told Sean Shepard, so I was like, let me get this straight. So you sign a guy to the flyweight division. He's never made flyweight before. How do you do that? And Sean goes, don't worry, he's going to make it. Then he missed, and I was like, Sean. So, but yeah.
Well, there you go. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier here in the interview, you are the proud daddy of yet another bouncing baby boy. Congratulations, first and foremost. What's his name?
Thank you. His name is Maverick Allen Johnson.
Nice. That's a solid name. How much of a distraction was this for you? I mean, the timing, you're lucky it happened before you had to leave. Was that the actual due date scheduled, or was this early, late?
He was late. His due date was April 11th, and then he ended up coming on April 15th. So it worked out perfect. He's a healthy baby boy, and we're all happy. Mommy's healthy and baby's healthy.
Nice. And you got another deduction right on tax day.
That's right, baby. That's right. I also pictured, I was like, damn, he's born on tax day. Perfect. Great.
Great. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you on your success so far, Demetrious, and to your lovely growing family. Really looking forward to this fight. You never show up to just cash a check. That's what I like about you. Like, you always put it on out there.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I go out there and everybody is like, oh, somebody the other day said, hey, man, are you ready for this fight? And I was like, no, I just been spending the last 2 months in the gym just jacking off, doing whatever. Of course I'm ready. I'm ready to go out there and fight and do the best I can. And that's what I expect of myself, to go out there and perform at the top of my ability, and hopefully I come away with the W on Saturday.
Congrats, like I said, on everything so far, and best of luck to you Saturday night.
Thank you. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Demetrious Johnson, the UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, and you're watching MMA H.E.A.T.